subscribe to my YouTube channel so that anytime I upload, you'll be the first to know. Now, today I'm going to discuss much about INEC. Today is Democracy Day. I want to discuss about INEC. It's very, very important. When you look around, you will see that the problem of Nigerian democracy is INEC. From NEC, from Humphrey Nwosu period till this very day, these people that are conducting election for us have been the problem of Nigeria, have been the problem, the tool, the machine the politicians are using to destroy Nigeria election, to destroy Nigeria democracy. So today I'm going to talk about INEC and their destruction of Nigerian democracy. I'm going to really discuss much about. Let us look at INEC's credibility. Um, are we? Do we trust INEC as a body? I want to ask anybody: do we trust INEC? Do we believe in INEC? Do we think that INEC is capable of conducting free, fair, and credible election? The answer is no. The answer is 100% no. In 2023 presidential election, let me not just go back to Goodluck's time and all that with Jega and all the rest of them. I want us to look at 2023 election, and I don't want to go back to Humphrey Nwosu's time and Abiola's time and all that. Even when we are celebrating, celebrating June 12th today. I want us to look at the election, 2023 election. You see that it was mad with fraud in Rivers, in almost all the states in Nigeria. And yet, Atiku got 8 point something million, right? No, 6 point something million. Tinubu got 8 point something million and Obi got 6 point something million. Atiku and Obi's ticket and Obi's result is almost 12 point something million. And Tinubu got 8 point something million. Together, just 20 point something million. Isn't it? 20 point something million, that's what they get. In a country of 250 million people, they got 20 point something million votes, allegedly. So, the question is, do people trust INEC to conduct free, fair, and credible election? The answer is no, because people no longer trust INEC. People believe INEC can manipulate, INEC can do a whole lot of things, as they are doing now with the PVC. They are doing now with the PVC registration. People are finding it difficult, very, very difficult to register. People are finding it very difficult to register. And everywhere is peaceful. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's saying anything about it. Even the opposition don't want to talk about it. I don't know what they are looking for. So the destruction of Nigerian democracy is by INEC. They are doing it with impunity and nobody's talking about it. I don't want to go into details. I will be touching on different things. Now let's look at the IREV scandal. The IREV portal was supposed to be a revolutionary. Like people thought that was, in fact, that was even what made the youth to come out to vote. The few that came out, people believed that with this IREV, at least, we will have a working voting system. Oh, we are wrong. We are very, very wrong. But during that period, for the first time, Nigerians could watch their vote count in real time. That's what we thought. With the IREV, we thought when we vote, our vote will count. Unfortunately, we were very, very wrong. On election night, what happened? On election day, what happened? The IREV went dark. It went dark. It wasn't working. People shouted, everybody did a whole lot of things. Nothing happened. The election started coming in late and all that. And the manipulation started. The manipulation started. It's quite unfortunate how we can live the kind of life we are living now as Nigerians. We are few individuals who manipulate our lives and we cannot do anything. Why? Because we have police, we have army that politicians can easily deploy to kill us, to waste our lives, to destroy our lives, the way they did to Showore and most of them today that went out on a peaceful protest and tear gas canisters was shot at them. That is why an average Nigerian don't really want to go outside to protest. Even when this president rode on the back of protests to the limelight. Nobody knew Tinubu before until he joined Nadeko, until he started demonstration, protests here and there, contested for Senate and governor, and now president. This guy rode on the back of protests. That's what people know him for. But today, he has put a full stop on protest. As a matter of fact, when Nigerians get up to protest, he will arrange for people that will do the counter protests because he lives, eats, sleeps, and wakes up with politics. To him, destruction of Nigeria is none of his business. As long as when the destruction is happening, it will be in his favor. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So you see that INEC and Tinubu are the ones destroying Nigerian democracy. A child born 30 years ago may not understand what people went through during June 12. If you are 30 years today, when they are talking about June 12, many people will not understand what June 12 is all about. If you are 20 years, if you are 10, majority of them don't know 18, majority of them don't know the struggle that led to the June 12 saga. People advise Abiola anyways not to come back to Nigeria when he left, but he chose to come back, believing that Abacha, sorry that I'm digressing, believing that Abacha was his friend. Abacha will not do to him, will not do anything to him. Unfortunately, he was wrong. Abacha was a military man, and military people understand one thing: shoot, kill. That's what they know. And it happened to him. It happened to him, and Nigerians now, everywhere was quiet, everywhere was peaceful, nothing happened. People jabber, people talk a whole lot of things, demonstrated nothing. As a matter of fact, when you demonstrate at night, Abacha will come after you. He had his own killing squad. And today we've forgotten everything about June 12. Because today, when he gave his broadcast, I saw propaganda, I saw lies, I saw all manner of things coming out of that man's mouth. It was quite unfortunate that Tinubu is playing games with people's lives. And the annoying part of it is that when he says all those things, some people will come online to promote and protect the lies, even when they know that what he's saying or what he said were all lies. All lies. Nigerians have perfected their plans of celebrating mediocrity, not all Nigerians. Celebrating mediocrity, that's why anybody can really say Tinubu is working. Working. Tinubu is working. I want to take us to another stanza, or do I say another chapter of the INEC and the way they are destroying Nigeria through Tinubu's instruction. And that is through their staff, their ad hoc staff, and their main staff. You see, elections are not about machines, they are about people. Because I made mention of beavers before, that's why I'm talking about machines. They are about people. And INEX people have repeatedly let Nigeria down. I mean, their staff. That's why some 3 days ago, I made mention, because this month, what I'm preaching is just INEC and Tinubu's destruction of our democracy. That's what I'm going to talk about all through this month, because July 10th will be the last day people will go out there for their PVC. Until now, INEC is not working. When I mean that they are not working, people are not registering for their PVC up to this very moment. And INEC has not come out to tell Nigerians what is going on. You can be registering 2 people in 1 hour. You tell me that you are registering people. And on 10th, they made it known to everybody that they're not going to change the date. 10th is 10th of July. So that's why I took it upon myself. I said this month, or everything I'm going to talk about this month, is INEC, Tinubu, and how they are destroying our democracy. Now, back to what I was saying. Nigerians came out en masse to vote. But who are the people destroying the votes? It is our fellow Nigerians. Our fellow Nigerians who are working for INEC are the ones being compromised. Because I told us that Tinubu and other politicians, they are not at the polling unit. They are not at the polling unit. The people that are manipulating the result are the people at the polling unit. They will take it to a collation center. There is the main place where the rigging is done. You see the collation center. That's the particular place the rigging is perfected. So, if you are a staff of INEC, how happy are you that you are helping these people to destroy a nation? You are helping these people to destroy Nigeria. And tomorrow you say Nigeria is not working. Who made it not to work? You are. You are part of it. You had the opportunity to say no to corruption, to say no to manipulation, to say no to that money that person is paying you to borrow from Peter to pay Paul. That is, take the result of Mr. A to give Mr. B. And you know that people voted for Mr. A, and you say your votes doesn't count, and you give the result to Mr. B. And you, as a politician who will sit down in a room and tell people, pay people to thumbprint and those people will be thumbprinting, you know that that thing is wrong. But because you were paid, you went there, 10 of you, all youths, all, because you cannot get a 70-year-old man to sit down in a room and be thumbprinting. They are all young guys. The last time I saw them, young guys. All of them are in their 30s. You see where I mentioned June 12th, that many of them did not see June 12th. They did not see the struggle. They don't know what happened. But they will be in one room and be thumbprinting to their oppressor who paid them maybe 1 million or 2 million to commit crime. And they will do that after the money, after they depleted the money, because that money, they didn't sweat for it now. So the money, they can't invest it. And you cannot go to the man again for extra money. You'll be waiting for another 4 years. You don't have any job. You can't go to school. You can't do anything for yourself because the economy is harsh. And yet, every 4 years, somebody will put you in a room for you to thumbprint, for you to destroy your future. And you'll be helping the person to destroy your future. And tomorrow you will come back and say government is not working. How can government work when you did not allow government to work? Because when you voted wrongly, when you manipulated the result, you destroyed your future 10 years ahead of yourself. 10 years ahead. So if you are somebody that the politician is telling or about to tell you that, listen, during the election period, I want you to do A, B, C, and D. Tell the politician to bring his son and listen to him. No. If he tells you that, listen, on the election day, I want you to snatch ballot box. I want you to thumbprint for me. I want you to write the result of Mr. A to Mr. B. Tell the person to bring his son and listen to him. You will never be happy with you for saying such thing. Because his son or his children are not common, but you are common. You are a nobody that can be used and dumped. They can use you any period and dump you any period. His son or his children are being trained to continue to rule you throughout the rest of your life. And they will continue to rule your children even after you. So you see, the man you are helping, you are pushing him to continue to destroy your future and destroy your children's future. You see that him as a person don't like you, but he will come pretend to love you by telling you to go and commit something like that. And you go sheepishly, you go and do that and come out again to say, Baba, we've done it. We've done it. After the election, he will win, and that number you used to call him, the number will stop going. The main number will be activated, and you will not know that number until after 4 years. You must be a very big fool believing that politicians have your time. They don't have your time. After that election period, they don't know you, you don't know them. That is what you fail to know. And Tinubu, as the commander-in-chief, understands all these things. That's why he's making it very, very impossible for people to register and get their PVC, because younger ones are the ones that will win this election. He knows that. Not all those old guards. The youths are the ones that will win this election for themselves because they are in their prime. They are in their prime. 3 years into their life, nothing is working. Nigeria is on a standstill. So they are struggling to survive. They are struggling to live. At some point in their lives, I'm just trying to understand what the youths are going through in Nigeria, especially many that don't really have anywhere to go. They can't travel out, they can't go to school, they can't get a job, so they resort to crime and criminality. During election, there are tools people are using, but you have a choice. You have a choice. You have a choice now to say no to this crime and criminality of Tinubu and INEC. When they tell you, as I said before, when they tell you to go and rig, because you can't see them, you can't see Tinubu outside, you can't see all these politicians outside during election period. They can only come there, vote, and go back to their houses and be watching you fooling yourself on TV. What an irony. They will be making calls. Tell A to go so and so place. Tell B to go so and so place. When they make such calls, tell them to bring their children. Fail them. The money they gave you is your money. Everything is yours. But they make it look like they are doing you a favor. My friend, that money they are paying you is your money. As long as you're a Nigerian, that money is yours. Take the money if you can and still do the right thing. They can't sue you. They can't do you anything because that is your money. Don't be fooled twice. What Nigerians went through these very 3 years, many of us did not see such thing coming. Many of us. We didn't. Even even with the Abacha regime, even with Buhari regime, and not the second coming of Buhari, Buhari's regime when he was ruling, when he ruled with Idiagbon, even Babangida, it wasn't this bad. This man is the worst thing that happened to Nigeria, Tinubu. And he's going to do it again using you. Using you who is INEC staff. Using you who is ad hoc staff. Using you who is party agent who refused to do the job your party sent you to do and take money from NDC, APC, ADC, or whoever to do the bidding of your paymaster. You are part of the system that is failing. You are part of INEC that is not working. You are part of Tinubu that don't care about the lives of innocent Nigerians. It's up to you to say no, that this will not continue. It's up to you to start working for the betterment of Nigeria. If not, what is coming after us, if this man eventually wins 2027 election, will be far, far worse than what you are seeing now. This is just preamble to what will happen to Nigerians when Tinubu wins the second term. My name is Hyacinth, and this is the Hyacinth Network. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope to stop it here. Tomorrow, I'll bring us part 2 of this Inec-Tinubu alliance for the destruction of Nigerian democracy. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you, and may God bless you, and may God bless Nigeria.